This video is going to be working on writing equations from words. It's going to go along with worksheet 1-1.10. So look at this first one and pause the video and then come back and see if you can answer these first two questions. It says the amount of money Emily earns lifeguarding is $750 times the number of hours she works. Answer the following questions about this situation. Does a situation represent a functional relationship, and how do you know? Well, to be a function, your x numbers cannot repeat. So as I go here, and when you're talking about, how much you're earning, x is going to be your number of hours. So in here I have 1 hour, 2 hours. Can your hours repeat? Can you go back and redo an hour? No. So yes, it is a functional relationship because the x numbers do not repeat. What about these next two questions, or next three questions? So now for writing a functional relationship or a function equation, we're going to write, see, we have the two things we have for our variables for x and y. My x is going to be the number of hours, and this is going to be my total pay. So I'm going to have my total pay, y, equals 750 times x. X is a number of hours. The dependent quantity, remember that's the y over here, and the independent is the x. So my dependent is total pay my independent is my number of hours. Whoa, not a P. What am I doing here? Now, for coefficient, remember that my equations are going to go y equals my coefficient times my variable plus or minus my constant. My coefficient is the number that's with x in front of x. It's multiplying by the x. So in this case, it's going to be 750. And what does it represent? It is how much I earn per hour. My constant, well, the equation I had was y equals 750x. Is there anything being added or subtracted to the end of it? No. Bless me. My constant is 0. What does that mean? It's the amount I start with. Because think about it. When you start working, when you first show up to your job, amount started with. When you first show up to your job, you don't get something just for showing up. So you start at 0 and then you get $7.50 each hour. The next one, if Emily works 15 hours, so I've got 750 times the number of hours equals y. How much money does she earn if it's in 15 hours? So you'll take 750 times 15 to get your answer. Okay? Or if you looked it up in the, so I could go, well, let me go back here. Let's go to the calculator here. I could go into my home screen and put in there 750 times 15 and press enter. And that's $112.50. Or if I went and looked in the table, x and y, I know that I'm looking to see where x is 15. So I would go, let's see here, into y equals, and put in there 750x, or 7.5x, second graph. And I'm going to look and see where x is 15. And there it is, $112.50. What about this one? Can you pause the video and come back and see how you do if you can figure out this one? It says, if Emily earned $187.50, how many hours did she work? Well, wait a minute. So if I looked in the table, remember X is hours and Y is the money. Well, you could go in the table and go look and see where Y is 187 and your X number would be the answer. That's one way. Or I can do 750X equals 187.50. So to solve for X, I would divide by 750 to both sides. X equals, so if I go in my calculator, let's start in the home screen first. $187.50 divided by 7.5, enter, it's 25. So this is 25 hours. Now to go and look, like I could have gone to Y equals, put in 750X, press second graph, and look and see where Y is $187.50. There it is right there. So my X number is the answer. On the next one, let's see if I can move this up. So pause the video and see if you can answer these questions. Mark has already sold $20 worth of tickets for the school fundraiser. He will sell the remaining tickets for $3.50 each. Does this situation represent a functional relationship? To be a function, the X numbers cannot repeat. Okay, so what it's saying is that Mark, what is he trying to do? He's trying to sell tickets. So this is the number of tickets. And this is the amount of money. Well, can the amount of tickets, can we repeat? Can you sell one ticket and one, I mean like 1, 1, 2, 2? No, you are going to sell one ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets. So yes, this is a function. Now my equation, Y equals, I could write it as he has the $20 plus $3.50 times X, the number of tickets he sells. Or you can write it as Y equals 350X plus 20. What is the dependent quantity? Remember, the X is the independent, Y is the dependent. So this is the total amount, okay, or the money. What is the constant in this situation? What's the thing that he has one of right now? That constant should be 20. This is the amount. What did they say up here? The amount he has already sold. Okay, well, let's look at the other questions. Well, let's see if I can move this up a little bit. Okay. So we have our equation Y equals 350X plus 20. Let me make sure I did that right and didn't go too far. Yep. All right. What's the coefficient in this problem? You can pause the video and answer these last 3. The coefficient is $3.50. This is the cost per ticket. The next one says, if Mark sells 15 more tickets, how much total money has he raised for the fundraiser? Okay, well, remember, we've got tickets and the money. So you're looking right here where X is 15. So I'm going to take 350 times 15 plus 20 to find my answer. So let's see here. Oh, not that one. So I can move this over a little bit. Let's go to the home screen. I can go 350 times 15 plus 20. So my answer is going to be $72.50. I can find my answer this way, or I can go in here to y equals and put in there 350 x plus 20, press second graph, and go to where x is 15. And there's the 7250 right there. So that would be right here. Now down here on G, let's see here. G, it says if Mark raises $146 total, how many remaining tickets did he sell? Well, again, I have tickets and I have money. This would go in this in the Y column right here. Or I could do 350x plus 20, and that equals 146. So with this, I'll subtract 20 from each side, and I'll get 350x equals 126. Divide by 350 to find out what x equals. So let's see. Oops, didn't mean to make it that big. Try again. Oh, there we go. Second, quit. Let's clear that out. Let's do 126 divided by 350. Enter, which is 36. Okay, so it would be 36 tickets. Now the other way you can do that is by going to y equals, and we put our equation in there. Second graph, you're going to look and see where the y number is 146. And what you would do is just scroll down. Well, there it is, 146. So your answer is 36, which is what we already found, but this is the way you can do it in the calculator.